You was just a homie, a fun girl. My mind, and my body. Summer Walker's new album, Over It, came out over the weekend, and I was hoping that I could be a thought to this album. I've always thought Summer Walker had a great, pretty amazing, very soothing voice, very soft, nice on the ears, like pillows, like cotton, not overdoing it by trying to go too high with her tones, not underselling herself. I thought she's been good. You know, the collab that she did with Drake, the remixed version of her song Girls Need Love, I thought was fantastic. That track Riot on that EP that she released earlier this year was equally as smooth, equally as soothing, acoustic ballad, like a lot of the songs that she makes. So I thought I'd be in for a really awakening moment to address my own toxicity and maybe to address some changes. But I'm still a part of the Future Hive right now. Summer Walker's Over It album did not change me. And that's likely due to the fact that the album is a romance project. It's about love. It's about feeling. It's about knowing the right thing to do, but doing the opposite. Knowing to value yourself and doing the opposite. Problem with that idea is this isn't the first time it's been addressed, and it's definitely not the last time it'll be addressed. And I wouldn't mind that concept or that idea if it didn't trickle over 18 songs, over a bunch of instrumentals, help from London on the track, that sound like Dead Space. To Summer Walker's defense though, this album is very quiet, very reserved, almost timid in a way, and a lot of the issues that she addresses when it comes to the value that she sees in herself in the eyes of a man that she might be trying to get with or dealing with at the time mirror much of how I feel she may be in a relationship when it comes to addressing things that she actually wants, letting her voice be heard. I think one of the best tracks where she has some of that writing is Fun Girl, where she talks about how doing her own thing and being her own person and knowing what she wants makes her undesirable in the eyes of the man that she's dealing with. However, if it were him, he'd be looked at as if it was an attractive quality. That being said, to me, the album struggles to find its personality, it being so reserved in a lot of ways. When she does break out of this shell, she's accompanied with these effects, auto-tune and trap and R&B fusion, making her come off a little bit more synthetic as opposed to natural, reminding me more of Chris Brown's recent works. Most of the time it doesn't work, but when it does work, we get tracks like Body. Oh my god! Y'all want the R&B album? I'm remixing this song. This is fantastic. Summer Walker on this album is like the embodiment of a girl that texts you and you look at the devastating first words. I just feel like in these songs are the conversations that she tries to have when you link up. However, at the end of most of these tracks, you're left with a lack of satisfaction during said conversation because you don't have any more clarity as to when you came in usually, which I think works for a good portion of this album because it's not trying to be a solution to the problem, it's just addressing it. Some of you might be wondering why I say I'm not a huge fan of romance albums like that, but it's generally limited to it being very repackaged, just in different wrapping paper. The aesthetic and the feel of a lot of these tracks are reminiscent of Jhené Aiko, old Drake, and the tracks where they do feel like Summer Walker songs, some of the best ones are accompanied by legend R&B artists like Usher that sample his song You Make Me Wanna. I think the song is great, and I think both of them do really well. Honestly, I think it's one of the best tracks on the album. And Summer Walker actually switches the perspectives of the original track. I like that it's her own interpretation of the song, but it's still a repackaged version of something that I already got. Moments on the album that are supposed to feel a little bit more original are just weaker to me. The track with PARTYNEXTDOOR, weak. The track with Bryson Tiller, he's got, what, like a 30-second performance, and his vocals aren't nearly as memorable as Summer Walker's. Could have easily been left off the track. The most annoying part about playing games, though, is that the track ends up on the album again without Bryson Tiller. I forgot my guy Black was even on the album, but I feel the biggest wasted opportunity on this project is on the track I'll Kill You with Jhené Aiko. I don't know why I was anticipating this track. I thought this track was gonna make me address all my toxicity, all of my bad energy, all my bad vibes. I thought it was gonna make me look in the mirror as a man and say, you know what? I need to tighten up. But the track is actually about the things that they'll do to defend and protect their man. So I felt really comforted by this track. The only issue I had with it was, why aren't they more threatening? Why don't they posture a bit more? Why aren't they a little bit more confident with their delivery? they're still as quiet, they're still as laid back. In reality, the song comes off like something that your girl might say to you while you're helping her out of the car after a night out being drunk.
Like, baby, I love you so much, I'd die for you.
All this stuff, but it comes off on the song so soft and non-threatening. Like, who would take you seriously? I felt like this would have been the perfect time for her to be the most expressive, the most explosive, the most animated, the most flamboyant, to let people know I'll really end you for my man. Over It does give me the feeling that Summer Walker is over all the issues and the complications and the confusions of her relationships and romance in general. But she seems over it with her attitude as she expresses those feelings sometimes on this album too, which make it come off more of a bore to me than any kind of newfound information. Still, that shouldn't undermine or make people not want to listen to the project as much. It is still great in some ways. I'm not going to discount the entire thing just because a good portion of it comes off like a drunk text. She addresses a lot about her femininity, her issues, her toxicity, her lack of value in herself at times, her look to others for validation when it comes to romance. But outside of that, if you're looking for anything new, probably not gonna find it here. I guess I'll be a thought to somebody else's album for the remainder of 2019. Summer Walker with Over It. That's how I'm feeling. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time, and I'm out. Peace.